Wow, I had thought I knew what I was doing, but boy, was I wrong. Oh, it's so funny to read blog posts like this and just see how off I got about everything. Oh man. A lot of people are starting school right now. I know there might be some people finishing up classes and officially graduating from university, or maybe there are some people that just graduated from high school and finally going on to university, or finally going on to working, living the life they want to live, freedom. But me, a year ago in April, May, that's when I was graduating. And I wrote a blog post about it. So y'all get to know a little bit more about me, and you get to see just exactly how things panned out a year after my graduation. I didn't even make predictions in this blog post, but still you'll see how accurate my perspective was as a new graduate when I tell you how things actually panned out. This blog was posted May 7th, 2023, blog title, I'm graduated, now what? Trumpets sound, bells in the bell tower ring. Crowds cheer, and I ascend to my throne, waving. I am no longer a mere student, I am a graduate. Okay, so trumpets did not sound, but bells did ring and crowds did cheer. For me, and many others that I sat with, in fold-out chairs, not thrones. I will say the fold-out chairs were cushioned quite nicely. When I graduated from high school, over 600 students walked across the stage. Less students graduated from my college, the College of Humanities. However, walking through the tunnels, getting featured on the Jumbotron, and having professionals snap my photos along the way was nice, even if I never ended up getting those photos. During all of my graduation ceremony, I happened to find and sit by a friend. I knew her from work and from school, so we had a lot to talk about. Laughing and smiling and clapping continued until the last moment when we moved our tassels from the right side of our cap to the left. We have finished university. We had earned our bachelor's. A lot more happened that day. I fought a chaotic crowd to find my members of my writing group and snap a photo together. I sat through my husband at the time graduation, which lasted twice as long as mine. We went out to eat at one of my favorite local food joints. I finally took off my heels, and then we hung out with family, entertaining our nieces for the rest of the day. We had a few more photos to take that weekend, but ultimately we were done. We had finished. What now? They say that with a bachelor's degree in English, you can do anything. You know, as long as it includes reading and writing and nothing with STEM. I want to get involved in the book world, in case you haven't noticed. If I had desired this even 20 years ago, or just to be safe, let's say 40 years ago, I would have sent an application and received approval without many to contest me. Nowadays, everyone wants to write. Everyone wants to edit. Everyone wants to get involved in the publishing industry, and most want to get involved so they can be published by the publishing industry. My applications are not uncontested, and while I love my university, I didn't go to NYU. Nothing I submit to will be automatically approved. Not to say that people from NYU will either, but man, does it help. The way forward is daunting, but it's not dark. No matter how many times I try, I know I'll find my way. I feel the support of God. I feel that there's something good I can do by following this path. So follow it, I will. I'm not sure how long this will take, but along the way, I'll continue to give everyone updates. Don't forget that I'm also providing updates on, shout out, my Instagram. Woo! And might I mention that I give book recommendations every Tuesday, which I don't anymore. I'm so sorry. I did back then, not anymore. I hope my journey will show you that our efforts to put good into the world are not wasted. Please do the same. Add more good into the world. I believe there's a light that we can all give. If you're not sure what you can contribute, trust me when I say you have something good to give. Everyone does, and you're no exception. You're just as special. Until next time, you're a graduate. Me. Want to know something funny? I never got accepted into any of the places I applied in the publishing industry. What? How can that be? Well, I did not get a ton of connections. However, I did get some connections in the writing world. I did end up doing an unpaid internship for an agent, which I really liked doing. However, I did need to make money, and I was getting really frustrated applying for all these jobs, even trying to do stuff in social media and marketing and whatever, so I can just be within my realm of experience, writing, reading. Just as I said in this. Guess where I landed? I'm in STEM. Kind of. I'm not gonna go into the details, but it's a very much entry-level job. However, I get paid and it's full-time. And I don't do any writing and I don't do any reading. Kind of sounds like I failed, right? I've done quite the opposite. I'm exceptionally happy with where I've landed. Beforehand, I found that even in my part-time jobs that had social media, writing, whatever, drained me. I came home and I had a hard time making YouTube videos, posting to Instagram, writing my manuscripts, all the stuff that I love to do. But you do so much of it and you can get tired. Well, I was looking for a new gig one day and I was reading a fantastic book by Brandon Sanderson, Trust of the Emerald Sea. 10 out of 10, recommend. There you go, there's that book recommendation. I read this quote. That is one of the great mistakes people make, assuming that someone who does menial work does not like thinking. Physical labor is great for the mind as it leaves all kinds of time to consider the world. Other work, like accounting or scribing, demands little of the body, but siphons energy from the mind. If you wish to become a storyteller, here is a hint. Sell your labor, not your mind. Give me 10 hours a day scrubbing a deck, and the stories I could imagine. Give me 10 hours adding sums, and all you'll have me imagining at the end is a warm bed and a thought-free evening. Is that not true? I always do all these hand gestures. It is true, you guys. It's so true. When I read that, the pieces began to click together, and I thought, what will happen if I'm this tired, only working part-time, and then I jump into full-time doing these things? So I found a job where I get to scrub the deck, so to say. Now, some might think this sounds way dumb, like, did I just cut myself off from all resources and connections to getting published? Heck no! H-E-C-K to the N-O. At any point in my life, I can go to a writing conference. There are plenty, and agents and people in the publishing industry and other authors are there. Does it take more planning on my part? Yes. These people aren't just going to fall into my lap or my desk, I suppose. But that's okay. I really don't care. I'm here to put forth the effort, and I still believe that I can do good by sharing the things I've written. That's always been my plan. You guys probably know that if you followed along with me. And I love seeing the comments, hearing that you guys felt seen or understood, or comments where you shared your experiences back and you had an outlet to have a voice. It means the world to me. You guys, honestly, you're so cool. I have the coolest subscribers. Not to brag, but I think I do. Now I suppose you guys are wondering, okay, well, you told us about the job stuff. Tell us more about the book stuff. Are you publishing soon? I will say I still have a lot of work ahead of me. Right now I'm in a weird spot where I could be really close to accomplishing something big, or I could be no closer than where I'm already at. But I want to save any big news for you guys when it's official. It will be fun to announce and we can celebrate. So those are the updates for me. Now back to you. I stand by what I said. You are special, you can do good. Even if in the past you feel like, man, I just have messed everything up, I failed everything. Heck, I wasn't even nice to people. I wasn't even a good person. I'm a mean person. What can I do for the world? I'm sorry if I'm rolling my eyes, but to tell the truth, you just described a lot of human beings. Unfortunately, even the nicest people I've ever met have these huge moments of regret where they've made mistakes, or they failed, or heaven forbid, like they were mean to someone. I don't care what type of past you've had. I don't want to ever stop believing that people can change and people can become better, because honestly, we all suck in some sort of way. We're a mix of bad and good. Shout out to Inside Out 2 for showing that. Give it a watch if you haven't. It pretty much says all that I could say. We're not good, we're not bad, but we are special and we can still do good. We can still put good out into the world, no matter where we're coming from. Like I said, I ended up in STEM and the steps on my path didn't go anywhere close to the way I thought they would, but the path is still taking me toward the end goal to help others. I feel like every day I'm hitting my goal in some way. By sharing these YouTube videos, I really do feel like I'm putting some good out there. By sharing my blog posts, I feel like I'm doing the same. I guess doing good doesn't have to wait, right? Well, that was very sentimental. I don't know if you've noticed, but the light has shifted onto me and it has gotten way hot. So I think that's my signal to end, if my ranting had not already signaled it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Please like this video. You don't have to if you don't want to, but if you are interested, the option's there. I wish the best for all of you. Oh,